And then there is another one.
Yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? I really do hope everyone is doing well out there, especially given what's going on in Israel right now. Like, there's a lot of innocent people, people that have nothing to do with anything political or, just want to go about their days living in peace. There's a lot of carnage going on, on both sides. I personally, I don't know about it enough. All I know is that in the Middle East, there's always been conflict. I do know that, they, even when I was a child, I mean, even before 9/11, I'd heard about there being turmoil in the Middle East over religious reasons and stuff like that. And again, has nothing to do with me. It's not my religion. Hey, man. But I just hope and pray that they do not try to bring America into this thing, because I'm hearing some politicians saying that they want to stand with Israel, and if Israel's going to war, then America's with them. Nah, 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 nah. Back that up. Back that up.
What the dog doing?
Nah, we need to stay out of it. Okay, let them handle it or over on their side of the world. We don't need we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? We did a terrible job coming out of the Middle East, but we were previously in there until Joe Biden snuck out like a thief in the night and left all the equipment and military technology there, which I wouldn't be surprised if that's where Hamas got some of their military equipment. I wouldn't be surprised. We left so much stuff in the Middle East when we left there. So why wouldn't they? They have connections, and I'm not alleging anything. Off of what I'm reading, it's alleged that Iran could have something to do with it. We're going to get to all of that. So anyway, Hamas attacked on, it was the 50th anniversary of the worst attack ever carried out on Israel, and Hamas duplicated it. They were able to hit them in like all phases, land, air, sea, and they're even saying in some cases technology. So in response, Israel has now formally declared war against Hamas. You know what I'm saying? That's as of last night. All right? As of the recording of this video. So now they're going to go to war to remove them and get them removed. I mean, if they do, they do. That's them. Just don't pull America into it. You know what I'm saying? Some people, we don't get to it, But I just wanted to show some of the destruction that's actually going on out there.
In this area, that police station, the remains of it, was under Hamas control. There was a fierce firefight by Israeli.
First thing, this guy is crazy as hell. He said yesterday that police station, there was a fight, and you standing right there, and you go ahead during the video, there are explosions going on. Bruh, put the helmet on. Why doesn't he have the helmet on?
Defense forces into the early hours of this morning, 4 or 5 a.m. local time this morning, before they took back control of the police station there. Look at the destruction. Look at the amount of force that was required to take it back from the Hamas militants who'd taken control of this town. What am I seeing and hearing now? The very beginnings of the clear up, but I'm hearing drones in the air. That was an explosion. You may have heard that. We're hearing a lot of explosions here. We're hearing...
Nah, you wow. You wildin' right now, bro.
Fighter jets in the air. This town is almost entirely deserted. Just a few civilians we're seeing over here coming out, talking to each other about what happened.
What the hell are they still doing there? Why the hell haven't they evacuated? I mean, me personally, it's something like this, bro. There's rockets hitting it, missiles hitting and shit like that. Why the fuck are these guys still in the city? Unless they got the fucking arsenal in a bunker in the basement or something like that. Why the fuck are these guys allowed to still be here?
Here, Just to the left, I'm going to direct John to turn the camera on this car. This was part of the shootout yesterday. It's a very bloody situation on the other side of the vehicle. We won't show you that, but
just some of the destruction that's taking place, you know. And this was how they swooped in on them. I'm not going to play the music, but a lot of people have seen this footage by now. There was a rave, and they paraglided in and started I mean, RIP to, you know, everybody. You know, but these are the guys up here parasailing in. Or paragliding or whatever it is. Damn, yo. They went to go just have a good time and chill and party. Now, let me just make sure I have this right. Okay, so this is the Iron Dome. So Hamas was sending off missiles towards Israel, and this thing was destroying them. It's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. All right, you get it. Keep moving along. So let me just make sure I got Israel continues. Okay, so now this is the bombing on Gaza. So Israel responded bombing Gaza, and it says that they've cut the power, water, and the food going there. More than 2 million people live in Gaza, out of which half are children. Yeah, so this is...
هذا عند الشفا يا شباب. تبع لي المعلومة، تبع لي اياها. غالبا بدرسه بس اتاكد. غير مؤكد بس خلينا نتاكد، يعني هو بجوار الشفا، الاكيد انه لانه هين ورا.
I mean, I hope everyone is, you know, being as safe as you can be in this, you know. Like I said, this was a Biden administration clears the way for prisoner swap deal with Iran, lifts freeze on $6 billion in the Iranian fund. So this guy, Joe Biden, and his administration have had the worst negotiation teams and tactics that I've seen. I mean, I haven't seen too many presidents, but they like terrible. They traded Brittany Griner for the Russian arms dealer, which was a terrible trade, you know, and then now 5 Americans imprisoned in Iran for 5. So it was a clean swap, 5 for 5, plus they got $6 billion. And this is why your tax is going up. You know what I'm saying? And just to flip it, when Trump had to do negotiation tactics, you didn't hear about this. You know, even with some, you didn't hear about any negotiation tactics, like with Soleimani, and he just went in there and blew him down. But also, as I've said in previous videos, A$AP Rocky and LaMelo Ball would not be back in the country if it weren't for Trump. And there's other people. I'm just naming high celebrities. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of negotiated and got the job done a little bit better. All right, and this is more stuff. Hamas and Iran are longtime allies. Did Tehran help with its attack on Israel? I don't know. Like I said, this is CNN asking. All right, I'm not even saying they're a legend or anything. All right. And then this is just going to be the last quick coverage. Quick little clip from Tucker on X.
So there's a lot at stake in how we encourage Israel to respond to the horrifying Hamas attacks. Wisdom and long-term thinking are essential, but you will not be surprised to learn that is not what we are getting. Watch this person, for example, who happens to be the media's pick for President of the United States.
This is not just an attack on Israel. This is an attack on America because they hate us just as much. And what we have to understand.
Yo, Some politicians want us to go straight to war. I'm telling you, yo. They're either making money off of it or something. Why are all these people saying that we have to go to war for Israel? I understand that we're allies and stuff like that, but this is a religious war, so everyone thinks that they're right, and it's been going back throughout history. I'm talking about even before documented history, probably. You can go back way back centuries and see that there's been fighting there. Leave them alone, man.
Understand is this is the reason that we have to unite around making sure our enemies do not hurt our friends. America can never be so arrogant to think we don't need friends, just like we needed them on 9/11. That's why Ukraine needs us when Russia's doing this. That's why
Ukraine needs us when Russia. What do we have to do with Ukraine besides the quid pro Joe? What do we have to do with Ukraine? Why are all these people saying all these other places around the world are doing whatever they do, that we have to intervene? If Russia and Ukraine want to fight, let them do it. That's their fight. If Israel and whoever's the enemy, Hamas right now, wants to fight, let them do it. I mean, their people are the ones suffering. I'm sorry that they have to suffer, but it has nothing to do with us.
why Israel needs us when Hamas and Iran are doing this. And I'll say this to Prime Minister Netanyahu, finish them. Finish them. Hamas did this. You know Iran's behind it. Finish them. They should have hell to pay for what they've just done.
She wants, if Iran gets pulled into it, America has to go to help Israel. I think. I don't know though. They have their own stuff over there, but I'm just saying with the allies and stuff like that, they're gonna say that that's a reason. They'll say that's a reason to fund a war.
This was an attack on America, she says, when in fact it was not. For that reason, we must, quote, finish Iran, a nation of nearly 90 million people. What are we watching here? This is not sober leadership. She's a child, and this is the tantrum of a child, ignorant, cocksure, and bloodthirsty. Yet no one in Washington scolded her for it. In fact, they aped her hysteria. Here's fellow neocon Lindsey Graham just spelling it out and calling for the bombing of Iran.
So I've been on the phone all day to the Mideast, and I've told...
Yo, man. And it's on both sides, and I'll call it out on both sides. Democrat, Republican, we don't need to involve ourselves. Okay? You talking about... talking about something on the other side of the world, same as Ukraine, on the other side of the world. Why are we going to go from where we're cool and we have a problem at the southern border? We have a whole issue there. We have a homeless issue here. But instead of deal with problems here, we're going to go spend money and send our resources overseas because that makes sense. So get ready for grocery store runs to be at least $500. Get ready.
Told our allies and people with connections to Iran, what I would do, I would tell Iran that if Hezbollah attacks Israel, we're going to come after you, the Iranians, and have a coordinated effort between the United States and Israel to put Iran out of the oil business by destroying their refineries. There are 4 major refineries in Iran. They're fixed targets. If Hezbollah attacks Israel, I would make Iran pay a heavy price.
What exactly would happen to the United States if we declared war on Iran and started blowing up their infrastructure? Lindsey Graham has no clue what would happen. He hasn't thought it through. He's almost 70 years old and he has no children. He doesn't care. But neither, amazingly, do most of his colleagues in Washington. They're as reckless as he is. Texas Congressman Dan Crenshaw took to social media to call for what he described as a war to end all wars, as if there is such a thing. But of course, there isn't such a thing. Wars beget more war. The bigger the conflict, the uglier and longer lasting the consequences. See World War I for details.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much right there. I'm pretty much right there. We don't need to go to war. This has nothing to do with us. This is a war that's been fought many times. It's being fought for religious reasons and stuff like that, and other reasons I don't even know. but it has nothing to do with us. Same thing, Ukraine and Russia have nothing to do with us. Those are people that are fighting their own wars. Leave it alone. Leave us out of it. We don't need to go trying to play teacher or big brother to everybody and be like, oh, everyone else get in line and we'll come straighten it out. We don't need to do that. We already foot more of the bill than probably anywhere else in the world when it comes to our alliances and stuff like that. Nah, please. But y'all let me know either way. And if you stuck around this long in the video, as always, I appreciate it. If you would hit the like, drop a comment, join the conversation, hit the sub button, and yeah, take this journey with me. We riding. Let me know whatever you think. If you think we need to stand with Israel, we need to go over there and as Americans and destroy Iran in this, time that they're being attacked and massacred. We need to stand with Israel, and even if that means going to war, then that's just what we got to do, because we're America. And if our friends or little brothers need help with a bully, we got to come in and deal with it, and we got to come in and pay for all of it too. And or if you we just got to stay out of it. America, stay on this side of the world, focus on the southern border, focus on issues here, the drug and fentanyl issues. Focus on that. We don't need to go over there and be paying $350 to fill up our gas tank and all that. All right. Either way, y'all let me know whatever, and stay wavy.